I feel like a new man. I'm ready to go. Good morning, my Homestead homeboys and homegirls. I am Jeff the Homestead Dad, and welcome to the Homestead. It is a glorious morning. Look at this. It is sunny. It is relatively warm. It's probably 40 to 45, so it feels downright balmy. And it's just a great morning. Probably aided by the fact that I got a decent amount of sleep last night. I didn't get in bed until midnight, which is normal. But that can be ruined pretty quickly if the kids are up 2 or 3 times. So, I got to sleep until 7 o'clock. I know. Envy me. 7 o'clock. I got almost 7 hours of sleep. It's unreal. I feel like a new man. I'm ready to go. Which is great because I got to get some chores done quickly and then get back inside so the kids can do some work. Today, not going to be quite as busy a day as yesterday. Instead of having ballet and basketball and swimming, we've just got swimming and ballet. Cakewalk. So we're gonna actually, the 3 kids have a swim meet, so that's one meet. I'm not going to 2 different places, which is great. Pardon me, I'm still trying to get over this cold. If you have any great cold remedies, you let me know. So we've got the swim meet, and before that, Homestead Girl 1 has ballet. So she is going to probably leave ballet a couple minutes early and get to swim just a couple minutes late, which is fine. It is what it is. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it work. Life is good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm going to get these chores done. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped for. So the bales that came off of our field in the spring cutting are right there. And I put it right there. Normally I go through here, but you can just see it's muddy and wet right now. So I figured if the tractor could lift it up without falling over, which it was able to do with the mower on back, then I'd be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the round bale feeder over there and cut off the twine and call it good. This guy's going crazy. See my little buddy right there? He says I should brush Prudence off. She's getting her winter coat in, so she's looking a little fuzzy. So I threw some hay in with the pigs, and they're going to town on it. They love it. I may save that last square bale for the pigs, just to give them something to, roughage to feed on. I do have to remember, it's breeding season, and I've got 3 rams in here. They're pretty skittish and they stay away from me for the most part, but during this season, all bets are off once you hit November. So I've got to keep my eye on these guys because they're really little. Like, that's the reason we got Shetland sheep, is they're little. But if they caught me on the side of the knee without me looking, it would really hurt and could do a lot of damage, especially if my leg were planted. Normally, like with these guys, I'm not that worried. I can sidestep them if they try to ram me and just grab them by the horn, and then I can control them. They're not big and strong. They're strong for their size, but I mean, you can see they barely come up to my knee. So it's not like they're, a 200-pound, 300-pound, 400-pound animal. What I've really got to worry about is Bullseye, because he probably, 500-600 pounds, and if he decided he wanted to play with me, I could be in trouble. So, but Prudy would protect me, right, Prudy? You protect me? You go, Mama. She's getting big. I'm hoping there's a little heifer in here. We'll see. So with our last cow, Oreo, she wouldn't let me get like this close and pet on her and stuff because she wasn't a milk cow. So now I could probably stay here for a while and stand here and just feel if I can, see if I can feel the baby kick. She definitely seems like she's more on her left side, bigger on her left side than she is on her right. We'll see what happens. See, they still think I'm gonna give them something. I already gave you guys, hey, what do you want, man? See, all the girls are nice. Boys, if I try to get him, he'll take off like that. Normally I would just throw this stuff away because there's not, I mean, I can't reuse it for hay bales. I can reuse it for like ties, for if I'm trying to tie a gate shut or tie panels together. So I think I'm probably going to keep it. I don't want to take up space inside the barn. So I think what I'm going to do is just put it on the trailer over here. So I figured before I went in, I would fill up the tires on the truck because they're getting a little bit low. I already did one. But we've come to a somewhat sad decision about this truck. I think I've mentioned to you guys that it probably needs at least one brake line. And I think there is a transmission fluid leak. So this is the truck that I had when I had my landscaping business back before even Homestead Boy 1 and Homestead Boy 2 were born. Those are the correct feet. Yep, he's putting his shoes on the right feet. He has a tendency to put them on the wrong way, so we've got to switch them all the time. Anyway, so this is the truck that I had when I had one of the trucks I had when I had my landscaping business. And when I sold the business, I owed my parents a little bit of money, so I gave them the truck in exchange for that money. So this is my parents' truck now, and they had used it for 10 years now. Yeah, 10 years I think. And had decided now at this point, my dad got a newer truck, so they're going to sell this or get rid of it. And I was like, well, if you're just going to get rid of it, I'd keep it for out here at the farm, at the homestead. But then things kept on going wrong with it. He needs to get his shoes on. Hold on a second. Let's get his shoes on. So I just haven't had time or the money to fix it right now. I don't think it's going to be that expensive a repair, but I don't have the time. So I think what my parents are going to do is donate it. Unless any of you are close by and want to help me out with fixing this and have the know-how and the time, because I'd love to keep it. I'd love to keep it as a farm truck so that the boys and Homestead Girl 1 and stuff can drive it around the property and learn how to drive. But I think we're just gonna have to use a trailer. And that's the benefit that I have is that if I don't have this to put stuff in the back, I always have just a second. I always have the trailer that I can pull behind even our big van and do stuff like that. You want to put air in the tire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to put air in the tire. Let's see if we can show people how we put air in the tire. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, push the button. See, we've got one of the inflators. I just want to keep enough air in it so that it's not sitting on the rim. Good? Yeah? Okay, say bye. Say subscribe to my daddy's channel. Can you tell him that? Say subscribe. No? Subscribe because he's cute. Okay, stop. Look both ways. Any cars coming?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So my grandma, who from time to time will send me newspaper clippings that she thinks I would be interested in. This is my dad's mom. She sent me an article. It's best not to encourage people who pout. I think she's talking about me. I'm a pouter. Actually, she said she was drawn to this article because the guy was holding chickens, and he happens to be a writer who kind of writes about anything. And when I write on my blog, which is not much lately, that's kind of what I do too. So she thought it reminded her of me. So that was very nice of her. You guys may remember from a couple weeks ago when I was talking about when it first got cold, how our stairs got a little bit icy. And I asked for suggestions, and grip tape seemed to be the answer, so I ordered some grip tape. But the problem is I needed a dry and somewhat warm day. Well, I think this is as dry and as warm as it's going to be for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean off these stairs before we leave for co-op, and then hopefully it's dried off by the time I get back. If not, I may grab a heat gun so I can try to put the adhesive grip tape on here. So I'm gonna use this bucket of water and this brush and try to scrub these as clean as I can. I'm only gonna be putting the grip tape on this front tread, so I'm not gonna go to the trouble of cleaning the whole stair. So I'm just gonna kind of dry brush it to start, and then I'll use the water. It's a hard knocks life for us. It's a hard knocks life for us. No one cares what you may say. I feel like Annie, except for the part where I've got great parents and no one's making me do this, and they're my own stairs that I'm cleaning. Other than that, I feel exactly like Annie. So you can definitely see the difference between the cleaned front tread and the back tread with the driveway dirt and dust, stone dust on it. I'm gonna quick go grab a rag to dry this off, just so that it's got the best chance of actually being totally dry by the time I put the grip tape on it. And then I'll probably try to lift the kids from here down so they don't get any more dirt on it, and I'll just step on the inside tread when I need to go up. And hopefully later this afternoon I can put the grip tape on. Okay, we are back from dropping the kids off at co-op. We also went to the feed store and got some chicken feed and a bag of the multi-species that I use for the cows, and one bag of pig feed. The stairs are mostly dry. Problem is they're a little bit cold, and now with the degree of the sun being so low, they're already out of sun, and it's only like 1:30 or 2. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a heat gun, just go over it a little bit, heat it up, and make sure it's dry so it'll be warm. I'll put the tape down on it after that, then I'll heat it one more time, and hopefully that'll be good. We'll see. Okay, I'm pretty convinced that they're dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the wood one more time, then I'm going to warm up the tape, then I'll put this on there, I'll push it down hard, then I'll warm up the tape one more time, and hopefully then that. Okay, so we got one step done. I pushed it down as hard as I could. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna do the other two. Okay, so I'm just doing one last heat, and I'm gonna press it down. It went on easy. We'll just have to see how well it holds up. Obviously, putting it on, when it's 46 degrees, and now that it's out of the sun, it's gonna be colder yet. So I'm gonna finish this last step quick. And then I've got to change a 3-year-old because he decided to go to the bathroom in his pants. Fun times. And that's what it looks like when it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and get the 3-year-old changed, and we're heading off to pick him up from co-op. So the highway right by us is being worked on right now. And I think they're trying to crunch to get finished. You can see this side of the highway is just stopped. As far as you can see in either direction. On our way to co-op, both sides were like that. And I have a feeling there's a bottleneck back that way on the southbound side, which would be your left side looking at the picture. That is probably backed up quite a ways as well. So, fun times. We're taking back roads so we don't have to deal with this. Hey guys, the day has ended. Everybody's asleep except for me. I was just walking on the treadmill for a little bit. Swim meet went well. There's a couple hiccups with some of the kids, but such is life. Life is not perfect. It is not clean. It is dirty and messy, and I would have it no other way. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the next video.